And you're very welcome back to the National Basketball Arena in Tala. The men's cup final coming up very shortly now.
UCD Marian then, well, they're going to bring freshness and ability, you can be certain, to the cup final, led by the Meany brothers. Niall playing forward and Conor at point guard. Look out for Dan James as well. He was central to much of their good work in the semi-final win, and that was against Ulster Elks. Well, they'll be starting indeed at hoping that these three, plus American James Crowther, come up trumps. James is in his first season in Irish basketball, and the impressive Neil Baines is in the starting five as well in this year's cup final. But one way or the other, they're very much up against it and are the underdogs. Arguably the best basketball player in the country right now. The officials in charge: David Kabaya is the referee, Joe Robinson is the umpire alongside him, and the 28th ever cup final in basketball gets underway here at the National Basketball Arena. And straight away it's UCD Marian with Conor Meany here, linking up with his brother Niall. This is good work by Conor Meany outside to Crowther. Good basket! A three-point, or Eli as we called him at that stage. And of course he went on to star in the NBA with the Houston Rockets. That's a fair old shot from outside by Conor Meany, another three-pointer. So that didn't drop. Dan James has the opportunity to set up an opportunity. Crowther inside as far as Baines, and Neil Baines. He was superb last week.
Marian up for it. Mark Keenan needs to get a timeout and sort his charges out.
Just out of camera, Mark Keenan and Damien Seeley, who's assistant coach, and there is a timeout being called by Mark Keenan. Bang on cue.
Missed it, and those type of easy baskets will be important as Leicester are rotating the ball. That's much better now.
Brilliantly done. Talk about patience all the way.
5 or 6 seconds. They're not necessarily open shots.
By comparison, Jermaine Turner hits a three-pointer, and that is one of the big differences between the teams. Turner again. Turner, what a pass that was to Pete Matson.
Great pass there, Jerry, again, right? Found a loose man all the time, and the there you see, Turner standing outside. This is a tough shot by Glover, really tough hook shot, and he made it. Spun here, took a nice little 8-foot jump shot. This is fantastic. Up under the pressure, and then this is Leicester at their best. Paddy Kelly holding himself, floating in the air. Maston wide open look, give me that look all day. Robbie Clark wide open look. Jermaine Turner gets inside to Masden, wide open look. So this was a nice response by Conor Meany at a critical stage in the game, and that's where Mark Keenan is not happy with Michael Westbrook for giving away such a cheap basket, but that's probably the pass of the game and the score of the game for me. Paddy Kelly's execution from Clark's inside the look.
Paddy Kelly, Isaac Westbrook's got to put it up. He doesn't drop, and there are 7 between them, and Leicester, who were behind by 2 points after the opening quarter, have done well.
Anyway, now with a 7-point gap at half-time, Sean, is there any way that UCD can work their way back into this game?
Well, there is, Con, but it's going to be very difficult. They have to get 100% and 10% more from Crowther.
Team since UCC Demons did it in 2003 and 4. And if they do, they'll draw level. Leicester with Demons, who had the role of a half-time. And look at how hard UCD Marian having to work in defence, and there is no competing with Jermaine Turner of the club back in 1968. This is inside here as far as Madsen, and Madsen does brilliantly.
Fast break, Joe.
Faber comes out to Niall Meany instead. Barry Glover, good shot by Barry Glover. This afternoon, however, Dan James still has hopes and ambitions. Here's James Crowther, disappointing so far. That's a three-pointer, that's much better, and it's back to a 10-point game once again.
Chance to reduce it there. Oh, very unlucky by James, he slipped. That really was unfortunate, but it's still live, Joe.
It is with James Crowther, and another 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, well, when the going gets tough, Crowther has stepped up in this quarter, and he's really dug his team out of the depths here and brought them right back into it. 2 great 3-point shots by the lefty.
Putting away a couple of absolute beauties. Set up here.
It was Dan James, if you watch it, Leicester respond, get it inside to Turner, and they traded baskets for a while. Nice pass inside from Crowther to Baines. Paddy Kelly sneaks in under the cover, little baby hook shot. Michael Westbrook's tough move inside. This is a tough move at the end of a 24-second shot locked by James. Glover tops those little shots, but these are the two biggies. Crowder outside the arc. Seeley responded outside the arc, and we see a 10-point gap here. In the third quarter, Marian have reduced the overall gap by 3. So
hey, they only beat us in the quarter by 3. We beat them in the first quarter by 2. We get this to 5 points. It's our game.
Make either of them, and I think Paddy Kelly's going to come back in now to replace him.
Crowder outside towards Conor Meany, going for 3. What a shot.
Yeah, Jared, they got him the space we talked about early on inside. So some team needs to grasp handle on this. This is a very important period for both of them, and at the moment they're playing really poor basketball. But now Baines has got 2 points, and the gap is back to that magical 5.
Joined by Killester since the beginning of the second quarter. Neil Baines back out to Conor Meany. He's a huge distance out, and it's helped in by Crowder. They've got 2, and they've closed it back to a 3-point game, and Marian set up an equalising score here. Plenty of time. Neil Baines back out here to Meany once again. It's in. It's a 2-pointer, and they're level. 3:45 to go. It's Killester 52. It's UCD Marian 52.
And Trent gives you wide open spaces, and Robbie Clark there just punished them so much for the space.
Here's a response. Dan James tipped in eventually by Neil Baines. 1 court. Use up part of the 24-second clock. Out to Crowder. He's hitting it. He's forcing it. He's got it. He's got another 3-pointer, James Crowder, and all of a sudden UCD Marian lead the game by 57 points to 55. Fired UCD Marian into a 2-point advantage. We're inside the last 2 minutes of the cup final, and that pass is stolen away by Dan James once again.
Yeah, great play there by Dan James, and also clever to step outside. Big shot here. Oh, that was not necessarily the best shot, but sure, Killester need to score. They really need to score this time down.
They didn't need that shot from Dan James, but they got it back. They got lucky. And here's Dan James again. This time they've got to use the clock a bit more, I would feel, and make Killester suffer if they can. I'm sure that's what they're thinking.
They've got to get a good look, Joe. Whether they make the shot or not, they've got to get a good look and not force the shot against the defence here.
8 seconds and counting down. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get a shot in. Killester tight in defence. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Not a good shot. And it's back with Killester again. 1 minute and 8 to go. And it's Marian who lead Killester by 59-57. 2 between them. Will his team come through and win it for the first time ever on their first day playing in the National Cup final?
Well, it won't be down to his lack of effort. He psychologically has dug them out from a huge deficit they had in the third quarter. He's done a great job to give them the belief to be back in this game, and now they're in control at this point.
That's the beauty, but not quite finding the range. John Behan comes back out to Conor Meany. 53 seconds to go in the cup final. Marian in blue looking to win it for the first time. 10 clubs have already won the National Cup final, bidding to become the 11th.
Big shot here, Joe. This is a big score now. This is the winning of the cup for Marian if they can convert there.
4 seconds. He's got to hit it. He's got to hit it. Out of time. Out of time. Should have seen the clock. He had it in front of him. And now it gives Killester the possession back. 31 seconds to go. Timeout. Now, Killester have the next attack. There will be a second or two left over after that, to be certain, unless they, well, there certainly will be, for Marian to have the ball back. They could have the last play, but Killester need to get a basket here. They need to go for it. They're going for it. They've missed it, and it comes spilling back out here as far as Dan James. 14 seconds to go. Marian's to lose, and Marian's Dan James fouled by Jermaine Turner. It brings him to the free throw line, and it means Marian can get ready to celebrate if he can put these away, because they'll be within touching distance of holding the silverware.
Well, if you want to have a good guy in the free throw line, Keenan is really frustrated because Pete Maston had the ball. Turner had isolated his player inside and he didn't give it aside. But James has just hit the last 2 free throws. He's feeding it from the free throw line.
Oh, he's given Killester a chance.
They've got a chance, because even if he makes this now, Killester have a chance. 12 seconds to go. Big shot here. If he makes it, they've got to hit a 3. If he misses, they can go inside for a 2.
Oh, they're still only 2 ahead, and there should be 4 ahead, and he made those 2 throws, and they would have won the cup surely. And Killester can now come back, try and get it, and level the contest. They've missed the opportunity. A forced shot there by Paddy Kelly.
And not a good shot by Paddy Kelly. There was enough time in the clock to get a better possession to get the ball inside, and he forced the shot. He was looking to draw the foul to get the contact. Contact didn't come.
That's the foul you expected there from Robbie Clark to bring to Leicester and buy them a second or two. 2.5 seconds left. They're celebrating already. The UCD Marian supporters. Joyous scenes, great to see. Big packed arena here at the National Basketball Arena. A competition that started back in 1984. It's the 28th final today. It's had its ups, it's had its downs, but people like Noel Keating and the people who were in charge of around that stage, 1983-84, they were visionary. They saw the possibilities, because at that stage there wasn't that much live sport on TV. They saw an opening, they went for it, and the fans are enjoying it. And right now Marian are set to enjoy the best day they've ever had. Conor Meany, whose dad was one of the founding fathers of Marian basketball, Paul Meany. 60-57.
Conor Meany, you know, great shooter. We expected to make it. Missed it.
They've got one shot, one chance for a three-pointer. They missed, and Marian have won the cup. Once again, the defending cup holders have failed to retain their title. It has been an amazing cup final. Fran Ryan, terrific coaching, absolutely brilliant performance. Goes over to Damien Seeley and to Mark Keenan. Keenan's team came into this with just 2 losses in the Super League. Defending cup champions. They were the hottest of favourites. James Crowther came good when he had to do so in the second half. What a victory it is for the combination of UCC and Marian Basketball Club. UCD Marian win it for the first time ever, 60-57. Came good in the second half, and one Meany hands over to another. Michael Glover's there as well. And between the two of them, or Barry Glover rather, between the two of them, they lift the trophy. I'm not sure that platform's going to take everybody, but best of luck, lads. You were terrific, and you are the cup winners from 2011 after a wonderful final. Back to Con.
A wonderful final sums it up. A wonderful game, a great sport, great for television. It's such a up and down, exciting sport. We got a much more exciting match than we expected, I think, Sean, in that.